Hello everybody, Skyward33 here, and today I just wanted to wish you all Merry Christmas. I was planning on doing a special Christmas video this year, but that didn't happen. So instead, I'm going to show you how I built this.
Greetings, people on Earth! I am a Dalek, and if you like this video and want to see more, subscribe!
Okay, so the way I'm going to do this video is I'm going to show you different pictures I took while I was creating the Dalek costume, and I'm going to show you how I made it by talking about him for a minute. So, yeah, let's get started. First of all, I started with this tricycle right here. I bought it at an auction for $20 because it was really heavy duty looking. It's like made out of really good quality metal. So yeah, I took that, and I mainly took it because it's like flat in this section, so I could like hook stuff around it. Next, I removed the handlebars right here. You can see them, they're over there. And then the seat. And then I added wood to this bottom section and secured it by putting some pieces going under it and above it. And through here, there's a little thing, there's a little nub sticking off here with a screw hole that I stuck some screws through so that it would also hold it in place. And so far I'm just using a couple 2x4s and a few other random pieces. And then I added a few more pieces of wood going up and over to make like an arch, and then I attached this computer chair, this old computer chair seat to it to make it more comfortable, because this little old bike seat was way too small and way too uncomfortable. And this is just a little like placeholder for what I was going to use for the handlebars. Next, this picture isn't very good, but I got a piece of plywood cut out in this ring shape for the very bottom of it all, like so, and I attached it through this area and in the middle and on the back. It's basically not touching anything in the front, so that the all wheels can spin. Next, I added the rest of the frame of the main section to it, and as you can see, there's these two computer chair wheels here, but I took those out at the very end of it. I was mainly using them for stability. All I did for the frame part was have a few pieces screwed all together to make this frame. I know it's not very professional looking, but this whole section isn't seen at all. Here it is from another angle. Very bad quality. And here it is with a brief spray paint of black. This isn't supposed to get everything, but it was supposed to just get it a darker color. Next, I took an old can, like a soda can holder. It was like a really large tube, and I took that apart and cut it to fit the outside, along with a couple strips of like aluminum siding. And then this is what it looks like. No, Pepsi, woo! It looks pretty cool. And then I put the back door on as well. These are all screwed into the thing. Here's another angle. Here's the back door. It's just another piece of plywood. And then there's two hinges holding it on, which that also cost me a bit of money for the hinges and other pieces that were brand new for this. Like this, like, what was I saying? I don't remember. But here's a picture of it opening up so that I can like crawl through this back doorway area. And here is the handle that is just put on this side. And these are little metal plates that came with the magnet. These right here and here to make it so that the door will stay closed and not just swing open. Next, I did my first coat of the metallic-y copper color on the outside. It's not the best, but I got rid of most of everything, and it's starting to look more like the Dalek. And here's it with another coat, and starting to look a lot better. Down here is just a few of the other attachments that I'll get to in a sec. Next, for this second part up, I added some pieces of wood heading this way and this way, like that, and then they get attached back here and here with some hinges, or with, yeah, those, with some locks. And what I used for these pieces where the arms come out are some old iced tea containers. I cut off the top of them and cut a hole in each side for the arms to come out. And then I screwed everything together again, and whenever a screw was put in and it would stick out, I would hammer it off so that it wasn't sticking out with a pointed edge. Here's another angle at it. And here is the voice changer. It was one of those little voice modifier things I got at Walmart for about $5. And it has 4 settings, but only one of them really sounds the way I want it to. So I screwed it actually through the thing into this board a bit, just to hold it there, and then these screws are just up against it to hold it in place. And I use this rubber band to hold the little trigger down so I can use my hands to steer, and I can just speak when I'm doing it. And for your information, guys, I am planning on using this Dalek in a lot of videos coming up soon. It was, back to the whole building thing. This is just a piece of wood attached back here to the inside of the second piece. This whole Dalek costume comes apart into 3 pieces. See, on the main frame, this black section has this piece right here, and on the other frame, it's this one, which wedges in this way and then slides down and then gets locked into place on both sides, like that. And then next, I added some more pieces of wood here to make like a square shape, and then to kind of like make it so it was more rounded, I put a couple pieces of wood here just to even it out. And then there's some hinges on both sides of it here and here, this time to attach this third piece to these pieces. And I took this plastic dome piece that my dad had from his work, and I'm using that for the top. I traced it around the bottom so I knew where to put these 6 pillars to attach it at, like so, or like, here's the other brackets. It kind of cracked a little bit here, but I just secured it in a bit more. Where's that one? And there's the dome piece attached to those. I think it's looking really good so far. Next, I cut a little hole in the dome piece. I measured it, and then I sprayed painted the rest of it the same color as the other one. And this is the only real good picture I have of the gun arm. All it is a long plastic tube that I spray painted silver, and then I cut out a styrofoam ball in half and painted that black and put a hole through it, and it is glued this far up on the thing, and it just slides in that hole. And then on the inside, I simply stuck a piece of foam on it and glued that to it so it doesn't fall out. And here's next picture, which for this part I took, it was like a $3 veil fabric kind of a thing, and I folded that a bunch of times to get it to be the right width, and then I put it on the inside and stapled them to these pillars right here so that I can still see out, because it's like a veil, but it's a lot harder to see in. And then here is the other arm piece. It's like the gun arm. It uses a old piece of a lightsaber beam and a piece of a plunger arm right here with the screw side. And then this other half of the styrofoam ball is actually glued to the old iced tea container. That's what it's called. Here's a picture of me screwing on the plunger to the second piece. See, there's all 3 pieces there. And then there's just me again being all like, yeah, subscribe. And here's the head, or the top, which it doesn't spin, but it looks really good. These two pieces here are supposed to be kind of like light bulbs, but all they really are were these two little cups from a magic set. One was red, one was yellow, but I spray painted them silver and hot glued them to the top of it to resemble the lights on the top of the Dalek. And then here is the eye stalk piece. And the way I made this is this long section here was an old piece of a lightsaber tube. These were some plastic lids that I spray painted silver, cut a hole in and like slid down the side of this. This last one kind of ripped a little bit, sadly, but they're glued onto it. This is a little old container, and then it has a flashlight wedged in here really far and like glued in. That's the end of it, and then it's unscrewed part way so that all I have to do is twist it to turn the light on in the front. And in the front, like so, it has a piece of plastic that has permanent marker colored blue on the back side of it, and then a little blue plastic disc, and then another colored blue plastic piece glued to the front of the flashlight to make it so that the eyepiece doesn't blind you when it is turned on. And here it is plugged into the Dalek, like so. Looking pretty sweet. Here's it from a better angle with the light on. You can see it's actually lit up now, which I think it looks amazing. And here's the top head all by itself, like so. And then I started gluing on the golden styrofoam balls. I painted them gold with spray paint. I like my spray paint. Here's them up close. They're just these little styrofoam balls that I got in a package of 5 or a package of 6 for like $5 per package, and I needed quite a few of them, so I bought like 6 packages. And on this project I spent about $70 total, approximately. And yeah, here's the balls glued to this side of the Dalek. Everything is, all of the balls are hot glued to the side of it after all the paint was dry. And then here's them glued to the other side and the back. And then for this ring around the bottom, I took, my dad let me use, what was it called? Bear 916. It was the foam covering for copper piping. He got me some of that I could use, and it like splits open on one side, so I just put some hot glue on this part of the wood and just split it open and then stuck it to it. And here it is going all the way around. And then I used the rest of it that I had and cut it and spray painted it gold and hot glued it to the poles to make it so that this part was a bit more detailed, like so. And here's the full Dalek in all of its awesome glory with the glue gun behind it. Here it is from the front with the light on, and here it is in more like night hours. And here's from the side and from the top. And yeah, that's how I built my Dalek costume. Thanks for watching this video. I will use this in future videos. And please subscribe if you really like Doctor Who and want to see more stuff like this. Okay, goodbye!